Alright, so pretty much as you guys remembered from my last video, in the beginning of it, I did clarify some issues that you guys have been telling me about people being false banned. And a lot of my own fans have been affected to this, and pretty much we're going to be talking about it because one of the developers actually did respond to all the videos of people making it about people getting false banned. So we're going to be reading what he said. Hey friends, some exploiters and ill-informed videos on the game have been spreading misinformation recently, so I wanted to clarify before it became a real issue. Any automatic ban is currently only guaranteed for exploiters. If you are given things by an exploiter, you will not be automatically banned. It is impossible for the anti-cheat to ban you for that. Auto-clicking will also not ban you. Unfortunately, any new RPG game with a large player base is going to have a relentless large portion of exploiters. Though I can assure you, less than 1% of the total player base has been affected by the auto bans. Now, I won't lie, they didn't really directly talk about the main issue of people being false banned. On top of that, I've seen a lot of people, especially on YouTube, tell me they've been false banned for the stupidest reasons. I've even seen other content creators make videos about the false banning in which their fans provided screenshots for what they've been banned for, and it was still for the stupidest reasons. Now, I personally thought that the game made a mistake with the anti-cheat system, hence the reason for people being false banned. But according to them, this isn't their fault and that their anti-cheat is perfectly fine. And only 1% of the player base has only been affected by the anti-cheat system. Another thing I also find confusing is again the large amount of people complaining. If we take the Dove's word by heart, then that would mean that around 200 to probably 500 people who complained to me were exploiters. Now listen, I'm not saying that the devs are wrong, nor am I saying that my fans are exploiters. But hey, I do know that the developers know more than everyone else because obviously it's their game. It just confuses me a little bit since there's a large amount of people complaining saying they were banned for these stupid reasons. One person saying they got banned for auto-clicking, which is totally allowed on Roblox. Another person saying they were banned and it said mango, like literally just mango, like what does that even mean? And another person saying they were banned for no reason and did a request just for the developers who say nice try, which is crazy in my opinion, I ain't gonna lie. But who knows, maybe that guy was exploiting, we will never know. Now I do agree that these people could be lying, but I do feel like when it's around 200 people complaining about the same thing, then it's a whole different story. Once again though, if you have been affected by being banned off of this game, tell me down in the comment section below and give me full detail reason on everything that happened prior you getting banned from the game. So pretty much everything up to you being banned and what the ban even said in the first place. On top of that, if you have been exploiting and you literally lied about being false banned, then cut that shit out, I ain't gonna lie with you. Because now you are affecting the chances of people who did get false banned being able to get unbanned. Another thing too, I thought it was 100 times harder to even exploit on Roblox in the first place. That's the reason why I believed people off the bat for being false banned off the game. Ever since Roblox upgraded their anti-cheat system, I've seen a large decrease of exploiting on Roblox compared to the amount of exploiters that were in the platform before the anti-cheat upgrade. All I can say now is most likely if this issue continues, the developers might make a response again, or they might just be done with it since they claimed it's not their fault. Another thing I also want to just mention in this video is the shadow buffs and nerfs. That's something they haven't really discussed at all and I don't know why. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, I'm referring to some of the bosses and investigations game mode in which for some reason they made everything 10 times harder, especially on nightmare mode. Now, no, I am not complaining at all about these changes. The only thing I'm a little bit confused about is that why not tell the community you made these changes? Recently, they haven't really been transparent on some of the changes like the buffs and nerfs they've been doing so far since the release of the game. Usually this type of information should go into an update log so everyone can see it and be like, oh, okay, this got nerfed, but they haven't. I've had people tell me, especially on nightmare mode, how they buffed the damage on the bosses and now some of them are doing 6 to 7k with only one hit. And they aren't lying, I tested it out myself. Now again, I'm not complaining about this at all. I'm just a little bit confused why the developers are not being transparent on the changes they're doing. But either way, that's all. Alright, so before this video actually ends, I'm going to show you guys exactly what I'm talking about, and you guys can make the comparisons if you want to, but I know exactly what I'm talking about. Alright, so what I'm going to do is, let's do Tokyo Subway, Nightmare Mode, you see all the drops you get, etc, etc. Once again, I'm going to say this again because someone's going to think I'm complaining and yell out, "Oh my god, Noah complains all the time." I am not complaining at all. In fact, I think this is a good thing. I just don't understand why they didn't tell anyone at all. Okay, so let's just hope we don't die by doing this. And let me do that. Okay. This move is easy to dodge, but even if you get hit, you just saw it did like 600. No, it's like 500. He hit me once, and it did. And that was his like most basic hit too. My controls are bugged too now. Actually, let's get hit by this. Okay, well, it one-shot me. That wasn't the plan, but the reason why I wanted it to kill me is just to show you guys the damage increase. It never did that before. It never one-shot you. And if you can look at old YouTube videos of people defeating this boss in certain game modes, it did not one-shot. Now, I understand, yes, it's nightmare mode, so it's a lot harder, but I do feel like you just upping the damage output isn't really making it harder, it's just making it tedious, because as you guys saw earlier, I was still beating the NPC's ass until he used one move, which wiped all of my HP. But regardless, like I just said at the beginning, I'm not complaining at all about these features. It's just something about transparency that's very important for a community to stay strong. On top of that, I just want to add this too. You're going to see these two screenshots on my screen for the curse users for actually investigations. Because one day, I think it was yesterday, I was playing and they both used domain. Shit, I have domain. And then some NPCs use two of the most broken domains on me. But hey, take it how it is.